know what? We can be our own enemies, because the blessings which God has bestowed upon us from birth, God never takes back what He gives you. The only thing is the enemy hinders you from what He gives you by giving you false lies and deceptions, and and then once you have accepted, then you've opened up that doorway for him to manipulate and do whatever he wants to do in your life to keep you from those gifts and blessings which God has given unto you from birth. Every time you come to a birthday, every breath you breathe, there is something that He gives to you. Because God wants to just give us. Like how you have a father wants to give you everything, or a mother wants to give you everything, or a grandmother wants to give you everything, or a granddad wants to give you everything. They just want to give you the best that they can give you. It's the same way God is, and His love is just unending. His love is just unending, and every time, well, the greatest gift He gave us was free will. He didn't force us to love Him or force us to do things. He wanted us to choose Him without us choosing Him for because we have to, But yeah, free will. God's love is so pure. It's just ridiculous. It's just so pure. It's just unending. It's a love that you feel like it's unexplainable, and you get this feeling of God's love when you just give your soul to Him, or when He's just touched you, or the Holy Spirit touched you, and you feel this feeling of lightness, like you just feel like you want to fly. You feel like you're floating, or you're not touching the ground, because the love is just so warm. It's so fulfilling. It's so enduring. It's just that is God's love, and I feel so blessed to know that I've experienced that love. So that's when I felt like I lost that feeling of that love, I was determined to get it back. And sometimes you unconsciously don't realize that you're losing that love until it's gone. And that's just life, because life is there for a journey. Life is there as an experience. Life is there to teach you how to love. Because that's what God is. He's love. The enemy is opposite of that. He's the opposite of that. And it's not by God creating him that way. He chose to be that way. He chose to be that way. Why? Because he did not want to share God with us, which is so silly. You know what I mean? And he felt like he was superior to us, him and the other angels that went with him. Which is just so silly. It's just silly. But yeah, the thing that I wanted to say to you is that you are your own worst enemy, and you can be your own best fortune. Now, what I mean by your own best fortune, I mean, like, if you believe in yourself and you love yourself even when others don't love you, not in a selfish way or in a way that you think you're better than people, but in a pure way that I love myself and I accept myself with my nappy hair. I accept myself with my dark skin. I accept myself that I'm pale. I accept myself that I got freckles. I accept myself that I got these patches all over on me. I accept myself that my complexion is 2 colors and I cannot do nothing about it. I accept myself that my foot might not be how I want it to be. My hand might not be how I want it to be. My face might not be how I want it to be, but I accept myself. My body weight might not be how I want it to be, but I accept myself. I love myself. You know, I love myself no matter what I am, no matter how I look, no matter who I am, but I accept myself. Once you have that feeling of acceptance, that feeling of knowing that no matter what anyone say to you, you don't care because you have already faced yourself, you have already accepted yourself, then that is when you come to the realization that nothing is impossible, because you have fought the greatest battle, which is the battle for your insecurity against yourself. The reason why the enemy always beat us down and always winning us is because we have never fought ourselves, never face our insecurities, never face our tribulations, never face our past, never face all those things that you're dealing with, all of those people that you don't know how to angle, all of those people that hate you, all of these things. You've never faced it, you've never dealt with it. So the enemy just uses it over and over and over again to just beat you down, break you down. That's why when Jesus was up on the cross, and before he got up on the cross, the Romans, they beat him down. Why? Because everything Jesus went through before he got to the cross and when he was on the cross was a symbolism of everything that all of us go through individually. And everything he got was everything that we all go through individually. And he was showing us that I've taken on all of these things, even though I'm innocent, even though I'm pure, even though I have no blemishes on me. I've taken on all of these things. Why? Because I love you. My Father loves you. I love you. And I will do anything to redeem you. Because God knew that there was no other way to redeem us, only by his own blood could we be redeemed, you know? So what he did, he took on everything for us, every single thing for us, you know? And that was what God was showing us when he went upon that cross, and when he went to that cross, and the things that happened to him, the thorns that was put on our head. The thorns that was put on your head is the insecurity of what people put upon you, the blame, everything that they put upon you, that nothing is impossible. No, but you have to believe that you are that empress. You have to believe that you are that king. You have to believe in your own self that you are anything that you put your mind to. You are it. That's what Christ faced. And that is what all of us are going to face, because it is a cycle of life. It is what every mankind or what every person has to go through. It is everything that you have to go through. Life is all about learning to find yourself and to find out who you are and to find out what sparks you, or what triggers you to be what you're supposed to be when you came out of your mother's womb. That is what life is all about. Life is not about having failures. Life is not about having pain. Life is not about having any of these things. Sickness is none of these things. All of these things are just to strengthen you, just to give you a testimony that you can lift someone else up and encourage someone else that if I went through this, you can go through it too. That is what life is about. Love and a testimony. And knowing that Jesus gave his life upon that cross for your pain, for your supplication, for your iniquity, for your every single thing. And not even looking on it, but just looking on that he loves you and he doesn't care. God don't care what you are, what you think, what you've done. He does not care if you are a murderer. He does not care if you are a scandalous person. He does not care. He just loves you for who you are, because when God look at you, he sees you for what you were supposed to be, or what you was when you're in your mother's womb. The only thing is that he feels your iniquity, he feels your sin, but when he looks at you, he sees only what you're supposed to be. You know, he doesn't look at your flaws. He loves you nonetheless, you know. So please, I say, please, I beg you, I plead with you, do not be your own worst enemy. Think of life as a mountain that is going to be there's going to be time you wake up and you're going to be like, can I go through today? If you feel that way, just say, God, give me the strength. Give me the strength that I can do this. Almighty, give me the strength that I can do this. I can't do it of my own, but I need you to strengthen me. Take away this tiredness. Take away this weariness. Take away this pain. Take away all these things. You know, just touch me, Lord. Comfort me, because I can't do it on my own. And you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised what that one few little words can do. And you believe in that? Oh my gosh. The thing is, man was never to believe that nothing was impossible. We was created that everything was impossible, because our mind had the power that was inputted into it, that whatever we thought it was to be, you know, because we was created by God. So God created us of the way as how he thinks. Whatever God thinks is how it is. So he created us in the same way that whatever we think or want is how it should be, is how we are to be, you know. That's how he created us, you know. So I would say to you guys, listen to me, never think that nothing is impossible. Never think that you are lesser than who you are. You are perfect. You are perfect. You are perfect with every single flaws that you have. You're perfect, you know. And never think that anything is impossible, because it's not. If you don't believe it, how do you expect anyone else to believe it? No one else will believe it if you don't believe it. So be that spark. Be that light. Be that love. Be that positivity. Be that strength. Be that encouragement. And be that joy. The enemy wants to take away your joy, because your joy is your power. He cannot touch you if you have joy. Once you have joy, and once you believe in yourself, your insecurities are gone. All of your insecurities that he uses as a weapon to break you down, you have to face those insecurities. You have to tackle them on and ask God to give you the strength to deal with them. And you see, once you've dealt with them, there's no more bullets. There's nothing else but just sheer joy and adventure. So take that adventure on, you know. The sky is the limit. And the sky still ain't the limit. But you know what I mean. All right, you guys. Blessings. And please like and share and leave a comment. And God love you and I love you guys, you know what I mean. And I'm blessed to have you guys in my life. And be a blessing unto someone else, you know. Tell someone else morning one of the days. You know, help somebody across the road. If you see someone that's homeless, buy them a drink or something. You know, but do something. Spark a little light in somebody. Because sometimes that's all someone needs, you know. Blessings, everyone. Lots of love. Take care. God be with you. Bye.